All right. Welcome in, everybody. It is Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports here. It is our Week 15 official 2022 sim of the 2022 season, rather, our official sim. And it is Week 15. This is our AFC Game of the Week, as voted on by you, the fans, on our Discord channel, which you can find in the description of this or any of our other videos. This AFC Game of the Week is an important one, as the 7 and 6. I think we have 7 and 6 versus 6 and 7 here. So Ravens at 7 and 6, the Bengals at 6 and 7. Hey, 504, welcome in. So this is an important one, as we mentioned when I previewed the kickoff time. If the Bengals win, then both the Bengals and Ravens will be 7 and 7, but that gives the Browns a full 2-game lead over both teams, and again, one more matchup with the Bengals still to come. So let's go ahead and get this one popping. Hope everybody's having a nice holiday weekend, being safe and stuff. If you're going to play with fireworks, please be safe. They're so dangerous. Some neighbors shot some off yesterday, and one of them flew into our house, and we ran out there and yelled at the kid. Apartment complex across the street from our neighborhood, a mile down the road or whatever, somebody put a firework in the dumpster and it started a dumpster fire. So just be safe if you're playing with fireworks, please. Hey, James, hope you're having a wonderful Sunday afternoon. Kit is at a family reunion, so I don't think that he is, but not with my family, his other side of his family. So I'm not sure he's going to be able to hop on today, but we may have a little surprise for you coming up tomorrow, speaking of Kit. So first play of the game, and Lamar's going to try to dump it to the right side to J.K. Dobbins, incomplete. There's 79-3 at the score at the bottom, reminding us of that incredible record-setting performance the Browns had just a couple of days ago when they won 79-3. 3rd and 11 now. Lamar will have to step back into a shotgun. Back to pass now, 4-man rush for the Bengals. Pressure coming from Hendrickson, fires right side. Kano dropped. Had Rashard Bateman over there in traffic, and then Awuzie, as you can see, as a superstar, swatted that one out of his hands, and a 3-and-out, and a punt from the rookie Jordan Stout here. Hey, George, welcome in. Go Browns. And that one's going to be taken by Jeff Badette at the 28-yard line. So here he is again, trying to forget that Week 14 performance. He now sees he has 19 touchdowns and 20 interceptions because he threw 6. Yes, 6 of them against us in that Week 14 bludgeoning that the Bengals received at the hands of the Browns defense. And again, the Browns defense has been playing super well. Burrow, first throw of the game, left side, got Jamar Chase, but they're going to say 1 foot was out of bounds. Incomplete. Burrow now with a little bunch to the right side. Mixon alone in the backfield. Motion coming from Tyler Boyd. Mixon right side. Stiff arm right into the face of the defender. That's Tony Jefferson, the veteran safety. And he's going to want to accidentally excuse himself to the restroom during the film session on that one. 3rd and 1 up the middle. Mixon breaking one tackle. Who's going to be real close. Will they give him the spot? They will. First down, Bengals. Again, 504, that's why I'm also similarly rooting for the Bengals, because I feel a little bad for how embarrassed they played with Burrow last week, as Calais Campbell's going to get around the right side of that line, and he will sack Burrow back to the 26-yard line, but also because both teams being 7 and 7 with us being 9 and 5 is a good place to be with just 3 games left in the season. Back to pass, 2nd and 22, Burrow firing left side into traffic, incomplete. Tried to go up high for T. Higgins, and that ball was swatted away by a defensive back. Couldn't get a number on that defender. 3rd and 22 now here. Burrow, big drop back. Pressure right in his face, and he'll go down. Michael Pierce, and then Odafe Owe combining in a 4th and 31. They'll push him all the way back to the 17, and despite a couple of first downs, the Bengals will go further back than where they started the drive in the first place, thanks to a couple of sacks. We know this Ravens defense loves to get after the quarterback. Always got a bunch of sacks. Of course, Michael Pierce has been very solid in the middle for them, coming back home after a stint in Minnesota. Here's a little pistol look. Give it up the middle to J.K. Dobbins, and he'll get a couple of yards, maybe 3, before being brought down by the Bengals defense. Again, Week 15, official 2022 season game of the week for the AFC as voted on by you, the fans. This one was far and away the highest vote getter from both conferences. Jackson, left side, on the sideline. It's Bateman, and he'll put the feetsies in bounds, pick up 18 and a first down at the 36. Nice read on the boot to the left side. Yeah, and I mean, it's well documented from us, James, the sack situation. In fact, when I was going through looking at some of like the season-long stats, like the games for the teams that we have seen play more, like obviously the Browns, like Deshaun Watson's been sacked like 25 more times than any other quarterback just because we've watched every single one of their sims. But the other side of that is that the Browns as a team have like 86 sacks or something on the season, something ridiculous after 13 weeks of football. So Dobbins tries the left side and he'll go nowhere. That's Sam Hubbard, a little Buckeye on Buckeye crime. Sam Hubbard, of course, got that extension last year. Right side, caught out of the backfield. It's Dobbins, but he'll be short of the line to gain. Sets up a 3rd and medium. Call it 3rd and 6. Well, and that will continue to be, 504, that'll continue to be the question mark this year. I know they spent a lot of money with Alex Kappa, Ted Karras, and Lyle Collins, but will it actually play out in real life? I would say with 3 games left, the Browns probably absolutely will make 100 sacks as a team. Again, when the games that you watch, there are obviously more sacks than the regularly offline simmed games. Left side, little out route to Mark Andrews. Short gain, 2nd and goal. Miles has got like 37. A couple of it, like at least 3 other guys have 10. Taven Bryan, Perrion Winfrey, and Jadeveon Clowney all have over 10. So, like that's like 66 right there. 3rd and goal as Dobbins was actually on the 1-yard line when he fell out of bounds. 3rd and goal here. 2 tight ends to the right side. Strong pistol look up the middle. Dobbins breaks 1 tackle, but then he'll be thrown to the ground. More Buckeye on Buckeye crime there. Von Bell makes the tackle. And the Ravens are going to go for it here on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Left side. Dropped it in the end zone. Had it in his hands, and Tylan Wallace, the rookie, drops it. Yeah, you tell him, Jenny. My puppy says, can't believe he dropped it. 1st and 10. Now Burrow's going to be swatted down at the line. 2nd and 10. Yeah, James, we talked about it a little bit on some of the earlier sims. I'm actually a fan. I think USC and UCLA bring a lot more juice, certainly, than when Maryland and Rutgers got added. Love the uniform look as well. Pressure, they're going to say it's incomplete. That probably could have been a fumble in the end zone. But yes, some of those games, I mean, it's not any more exciting than Rutgers and Nebraska or you know, Rutgers and Indiana. Like, so especially Chip Kelly coming to the Big Ten. Of course, Lincoln Riley there as well. As Drew Chrisman, the former Buckeye, will come in to punt away from his end zone as the Bengals again starting slow on offense, much like they did against the Browns in that game last week where Joe Burrow threw not 1, not 2, not 3, LeBron, not 4, not 5, but 6 interceptions into the teeth of that Browns defense. Again, just a week ago for that Week 14 matchup. All right, second drive of the game here. Turn it left side in the backfield. How about that run blitz? You saw Logan Wilson was there, Sam Hubbard was there, and a whole bevy of black jerseys surrounding J.K. Dobbins. He'll actually lose 2 yards. Sets up a 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They're blitzing from the outside. It gets picked up. Nice block by Dobbins. And he throws it over. Duvernay to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Devin Duvernay. Breaks the tackle, and he's into the end zone. Welcome in, Applied. Touchdown, Devin Duvernay. You could tell as soon as he made the catch and broke that tackle that he was going to go. There's Jesse Bates, again, the top free safety in the league. He and/or Justin Simmons have the 2 highest ratings, and he just broke that tackle, and Duvernay took it to the house. 6-0 Ravens with Justin Tucker's kick coming. And Justin Tucker's kick is good. So that was easy. How about a 44-yard touchdown pass for Lamar Jackson? Again, short throw to the right side. Yeah, Duvernay's going to have an increased role this year with, Bateman being wide receiver 1. Obviously, Hollywood moving on. Sammy Watkins moving on. He's in Green Bay now. So, all right, come on, Cincinnati. 94 to -5 in total yards. They need a jump start here. Right side throw. Waiting for it is the tight end Hayden Hurst, and that's the first completion of the game for Joe Burrow, and it goes for 5 to his new tight end Hayden Hurst. Under 5 to go in the first quarter when that first completion is made. Here's Mixon left side. He'll get near the first down, maybe a yard shy of it. Joe Mixon, who's had a very solid year. Yes, that's my puppy. Sometimes they come down here to the sim room, and they like to play with each other, which involves sometimes lots of barking. There's going to be another sack. Michael Pierce gets home, and another punt for the Bengals, who continue to really struggle offensively, which is surprising because that is supposed to be their strength. Yes, we all hear you. We all hear you. I have 2 miniature golden doodles applied. Nice block up the middle by Dobbins, chipping the blitzer. Now Lamar takes off to the 35, to the 40. He's got a first down 50, to the 40, and he'll slide in front of Bates at the 41, give him 25 yards and a first down. Lamar is so good at that. Yes, 2 miniature golden doodles. One is 9 pounds and one is 25 pounds. That's the younger one, who's the bigger one that's barking a lot. Ginny Weasley. My English teacher wife named her after a literary character. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Happy Sunday, and go Browns. 2:35 to go first quarter. Lamar and the Ravens driving again, up 7 with lots of momentum again because of how inept this Bengals offense is. They are just absolutely as dry as a skillet. Popcorn in a skillet or something like that. My father-in-law used to make a joke about it. Dryer and popcorn in a skillet or something like that. It's not coming back to me, so I apologize. Blitz coming, left side, caught. Bateman first down to the 11. Not a first and goal, but a first down to the 11-yard line. Jackson to Rashad Bateman, who is wide receiver number 1. That's funny. That's funny, 504. I'm trying to keep her busy. She plays tug-of-war with this blanket. Right side, Jackson, and he'll get sacked. DJ Reader got back there. Big play from the defensive tackle, DJ Reader. They re-signed him over the offseason as well. He was a big part of their success. Jackson breaking tackles, 10, 5, tripped up at the goal line. They'll say he's down at the 2. Give it to Dobbins, angling his way, so he'll actually get a first down, but not a touchdown. First and goal now from the Ravens here. Awuzie makes a nice tackle. They'll spread him out. QB draw, but just kidding. We're not going to get to see it because it's the end of the first quarter. Flip it over. 7-0 Baltimore, about ready to double the lead here. First and goal from the 1. Give it up to Dobbins. Nope, keeper, and a big play in the backfield. Nice play. That's Marcus Bailey from the high school that I went to in Hilliard, Ohio, suburb of Columbus. Marcus Bailey, Purdue linebacker, but a Hilliard-Davidson product, and he makes a nice tackle for a loss, and that's going to give 5 extra yards. Hey, Wendell, welcome in for the Ravens. Now rolling right, pressure, and Hendrickson will get home. He beats Juwan James at right tackle, and that's another nice sack there. Hit the second of the game for the Bengals defense. Third and goal now. Pushed them back all the way to the 12. Can the Bengals defense hold them to Justin Tucker? Back to pass. Rolling right, moving, pressure. Now back throw goes middle and caught by Bateman. He's decked and flipped upside down. Dangerous play there. You can see there Mike Hilton was the one who drilled him, and they'll have to go ahead and settle with a short field goal from Justin Automatica. Tucker But a nice play in open space. And how about the Bengals? 1st and goal from the 1, and they're able to push them all the way back. Yeah, Wendell in my cheers voice, love it. Up to the 24-yard line comes Badette. All right, come on, Joe. Come on, Joey B. I know you're better than this. Been playing some rough football the last couple times we've seen you. He's a superstar. Let's get it going. Up the middle to Mixon, and he won't get much more than a yard. 2nd and 9. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Fires it over the middle. Caught, but then knocked out of his hands. Receivers doing him no help as Tyler Boyd caught it on the slant, and then Marlon Humphrey just punched it out of there. It's tough to move the chains when your receivers aren't holding on to the ball. Now he's running for his life again, and he'll throw it out of bounds. And another 3 and out, and another punt upcoming here today. Oh, sorry, I was looking down at the chat. Somehow Baltimore scored a touchdown. Did they block the punt? I'll have to watch. Totally missed it. I was looking down at the chat trying to figure out what Applied was talking about, and then I figured he was talking about baseball. So, yeah, we're going to get a blocked punt, and then it's picked up and run right into the end zone by Tyus Bowser. Unreal. Look at that. There's the rookie Kyle Hamilton with a big block punt. Returned by Bowser. I apologize. I was looking down at the chat, and then all of a sudden I see that the Ravens are in the end zone. So when it rains, it pours for the Bengals, and they are now their offense and now their special teams as well is on the struggle bus reservation for Cincinnati. 17-10 now. Baltimore with all the momentum. And again, if you've watched anything and know anything about Baltimore and their system, this is exactly what they want. They get up early, and then they can pound the rock with you for the majority of the rest of the game. 153 to -4. That's your total yardage. That should tell you all you need to know here so far. Up the middle with Mixon. He'll pick up a nice gain of 12. Breaks a tackle to the 15, all the way past the 40 to the 41. Sorry, a 15-yard gain is what I meant. But a nice run there. They're going to give him about 17 in the first down for Joe Mixon. Needed that play right there. Yeah, I saw that, B. Welcome in, though, B. Yeah, Wendell, well, they can be upset. They pulled Texas and Oklahoma. This is just a reaction to that. And now Mixon left side fires it to Jamar Chase, first down into Baltimore territory. Just the second completion of the game for Burrow. I would fully expect that we get to 2 20-team super conferences. You've heard like Oregon. Obviously, I know they're waiting for Notre Dame, but like Oregon, Stanford, Notre Dame, maybe Washington or something like that, and then maybe like Clemson, North Carolina, Miami, and Florida State or something go to the SEC. 2 20-team super conferences, and then everybody else. Yeah, we can beat everybody except the Yankees and the Astros. At least we're playing well against the Central recently, which is what's most important, I guess. Burrow, huge throw, right side, back of the end zone, waiting for it, and it's picked off, but he's out of the end zone as well as Marlon Humphrey. And now they're going to settle for Evan McPherson here from 58 yards. McPherson. His kick is up, and his kick looks short, and it's way short, and they're going to give the ball right back to... Yeah, I thought that's what I was saying, too. There's no way. I agree with you there, James. The SEC isn't mad. They're probably happy that they got them to do what they wanted them to do, which is help them pull away from everybody else. SEC versus Big Ten / ESPN versus Fox is basically what it's becoming at this juncture. Right up the middle, it's going to be Dobbins, and he'll be hit by Reeder. I mean, it's still Lamar Jackson. I haven't heard otherwise. Yeah, Mason, his Florio's 180 this week was really, really interesting to watch. How he went from throw the book at him a year, and now he's like, man, based on what it looks like, the NFL had zero evidence, and the suspension has to be based on evidence, and there is none. And so now I think they're going to probably say that time served from last year is look at Lamar breaking tackles down to the 5-yard line, another big run. But yeah, Mason, I was very interested to see that pretty major heel turn there from Florio, but option keeper up the middle, and Dobbins is into the end zone, and this one is starting to run away from Cincinnati once again. Hey, Darnell. Go Browns indeed. Yeah, I think this is the last year of his deal. I think they're just trying to negotiate an extension. I think maybe is why Wendell asked, because he is not signed after this year. So it's the chance to, yeah, this is the last year of his deal. His fifth, because he was drafted the same year as Baker, right? So I think they picked up his 5th-year option. So this is his 5th year, but they're in the process of, of renegotiating. The issue is, yeah, I'm with you there, Barry for president, and he is a friggin' genius. I think the issue with Lamar is that A, he and his mom represent him. I don't think he has an agent. And B, with the new Deshaun Watson deal, that completely reset the way that quarterbacks are going to get paid. And so Lamar's like, okay, well, I want that plus more. And I don't think that they're willing to give him that, especially based on the style of quarterback that he is with his, higher than regular injury proneness just because of the style of football that he plays. I also think that I'm not sure they want to saddle themselves to that for another 5, 6, 7, whatever the contract is going to be years. So he's very intelligent. I'm not sure. Now, he's also good about gathering smart people in the room with him, so maybe he would. That sounds good. Wendell, can I come over to your house? You're going to have some spares. As the Bengals continuing to struggle here on offense. The poor Bengals have been beat down pretty hard last couple weeks. Here's a dump at left side. Hayden Hurst, he's got some room to the 45, to the 30, to the 35, to the 25, and he'll get pushed out at the 23. Nice play as they dumped it off to Hayden Hurst. Yeah, I agree with you, James. I just don't understand. Unless his mom's got a law degree or something. But yeah, anytime you're dealing with a contract, you absolutely should have a lawyer look over it. And this is obviously a little bit more than just here's the contract, you sign it, because there's negotiations and things like that. So I don't understand it. And again, nothing like I love my mom, but I'm not going to bring my mom to work. Mixon, he's into the end zone. Broken tackle, touchdown Bengals. And boy, oh boy, did they need that one. Mixon around the left side and into the end zone. Touchdown Bengals with 4:24 on the first half clock. Let's look at this one again. Great broken tackle right. Almost a little block in the back. And he gets past. That's Marcus Williams, the new safety from. Lucky there that Jamar Chase didn't get called for a block in the back, but he breaks the tackle of Marcus Williams and goes into the end zone. Yep, you're right, 504. That little swing pass that went for about 20 to the tight end got them into scoring range here, and now finally their first touchdown in what seems like forever. 4:24 left on the clock. They are down 24-7. Now they will get the second half kick, so let's see if they can get the ball back and maybe some more points here before the halftime break. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports. Appreciate Applied and 504 and George being on to help moderate the chat. Again, Kit is at a family reunion for the other side of the family, not the Nagy side of the family, but the other side of his family is having a big family reunion. So he is not going to be able to hop on the chat here today. But he and I should have a pretty fun surprise for you tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. We'll drop it on the Discord. Really appreciate everybody being on. If you haven't yet subbed the channel yet, we would very much appreciate that as we continue to push towards 1,000. I think we're at 772 right now, which is awesome. So thank you so much. And I also know that YouTube likes it if you like the video. If you haven't done that, we would appreciate that as well. You can also join our Discord channel. Use the description and then the link in said description to get to our Discord channel. It's free and easy to use. You can vote on the games of the week. You can chat with us between sims, and you can find out in advance of when we will go live, since sometimes YouTube's notification system can be a little tardy after the games start. All right, my PSA is over. Here's Dobbins up the middle. He'll get a first down to the 40-yard line. 12 carries for J.K. Dobbins. Appreciate Applied keeping us updated with some Guardians action. That's fine, no worries. Here comes Lamar, breaking through to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to then he'll slide down before getting leg whipped. The 37 now, he's got 87 yards rushing, does Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I mean, of course they are, Wendell. Why wouldn't they? If someone was going to give me $100 million, I would go join their company, their club, their crew, whatever. If a school district offered me $100 million to leave my current job, I would absolutely leave my current job. I think just about everybody would. Oh yeah, I know, for sure. It's it'll be later in the afternoon. Who was it bad Applied when they had the bases loaded? Who struck out? Driving down the field now, 90 seconds to go in the game, or in the half rather. Lamar now, he'll fire on the run. Traffic caught by Bateman to the 5 again. Lamar has been very sharp here today. Bateman's been very good as well. And now another 1st and goal with a minute to go in the half. Lamar and the Ravens, the chance to extend their lead even further. Fire over the middle, picked off! It's picked off by Von Bell! And maybe, just maybe, that's what we need. Oh, is it Arias? Gabriel Arias? That guy? I'm putting his name in the chat there. Right side. I think they hit him. I think they roughed him. That's going to be a stop clock and 15 yards. They did. Yeah, he's a young shortstop prospect. He's one of the guys that we got in the Clevenger trade, as well as Naylor. Firing left side, and then Burrow gives it right back. Marcus Peters at the 50-yard line. It felt like it was only a matter of time. And Burrow gives it right on back. Sorry, Joey B. Sorry, Joey B. As he gives it right on back. And maybe it's time to just take a knee and get to halftime, but they're going to go. Quick little slant over the middle. He's got his man. That's Bateman, and then he'll get ripped to the ground by Daxton Hill, the rookie out of Michigan, kind of playing some slot corner safety kind of hybrid position. You're fine. You're fine, Applied. No worries. 3 to the right side for Lamar. He's back to pass against the 4-man rush. Now he'll evade it to the right. Now he'll fire deep right side. Got a man in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Tyler Wallace. Oh, man. Wallace was in front of Awuzie, and he just bodied him up there, and Lamar just threw a jump ball, and Tylen gets it. Touchdown, Ravens, and yikes. That goes from looking pretty good for Cincinnati to not very good for Cincinnati, as Burrow throws an interception, and then the Baltimore Ravens turn around and score a touchdown very, very quickly. So in the matter of about a minute of football, Ravens in the goal-to-go situation, throw an interception. You think maybe Bengals are cooking with gas, and then Burrow throws a pick. Yeah, they may be, James. They may be. The Super Bowl hangover is real. It's so hard, historically speaking, for the team that made the Super Bowl and lost to make it back. It's a staggering number of teams that don't even make the playoffs the following year. Cincinnati, I know Kit's very much in that camp where he thinks Cincinnati drastically overplayed for their skill level last year and got pretty lucky with a rookie kicker who was really good. And he thinks they kind of outkicked their coverage a little bit, if you will, and doesn't think that they're going to make the playoffs again. So we'll see what happens. 31-7 here, end of the first half. Cincinnati set to get the field goal, or set to get the kickoff here. And Jeff Badette up the middle to about the 27-yard line, and so that's where Joe and the offense will come back out onto the field. Again, they have been very underwhelming. 321 to 122 total yardage. Pretty big discrepancy. There's Burrow, short throw over the middle to Chase. Let's get number 1 the ball a few more times. I think that's just his second catch, as Burrow only has 8 completions in the game. It's not bye-bye just yet, but they got to score on this drive, and then the next drive, and then the next drive, and then the next drive, and then we'll get tucking. Oh, yeah, and make some stops. They throw it to Joe Mixon out of the backfield. Pearson, Kyle Hamilton. You see Hamilton has popped as a superstar as well, the rookie out of Notre Dame, number 14, and that kind of safety linebacker hybrid role, very similar to Owusu Koromoa, but a little bit more safety build. And Koromoa a little bit more linebacker build. Also both from Notre Dame, for whatever that's worth. And they're going to go ahead and punt this one away. Got 1 first down, and now Chrisman into the game, and Drew Chrisman right foots it down past the 20 to the 15, and that's going to be taken down there. That's Tyler Batty, rookie running back, also the kick and punt returner. All right, 13:09, Lamar's first drive of the half. He's got Patrick Ricard on his right hip and J.K. Dobbins on his left, and Dobbins will get the ball, and he'll run power O to the right side for 2 yards. He is on the roster with Drew Chrisman, but I opted to keep Chrisman on because he was a Buckeye. And a lot of these teams both of these teams have veteran punters who've been around for a super long time. I just decided to keep the rookies, Jordan Stout from Penn State and Drew Chrisman from Ohio State. So in real life, he is still technically on the roster and probably will be the punter, but there's an easy way to save some money being their virtual GM. 1st and 10, short runs by Dobbins, continuing to churn out just enough yards. Here's an option keeper left side. Lamar to the 45, and he'll be hit, and I think we might get a late holding call as well. Are we going to get a late holding call? We are. Holding there on Bateman. Rashard Bateman, the second-year receiver again, who is now wide receiver number 1 here in Baltimore. Firing right side, caught as he went behind the receiver a little bit. He's able to get his man, and that's Devin Duvernay. And Duvernay able to pick up the ball on the right side and make that 1st and 18 much more manageable now, just a 2nd and 3 for Lamar. He'll keep it on an option right side. Ball's out. It's picked up. A chance to run it in. He's going to. Pratt, touchdown Bengals, a scoop and score, and they absolutely needed that one. Jermaine Pratt with a big scoop and score. Let's see who got the ball out on the replay. Looked like Jesse Bates maybe was the one who actually hit him. So Akeem Davis-Gaither had him by the legs, and then Jesse Bates, there it is, the safety, good look at it there, is the one. That ball is out for sure. No need to review it, and they're going to go for 2. Burrow, cross of the middle, Chase, 2-pointer is good, 31-15. So that was a massive play there on a defensive touchdown, and maybe that will finally jumpstart this team here with their offense, getting that defensive touchdown. Perhaps it'll get them going a little bit. Would be nice if it got them going a little bit. Now back out onto the field. Let's look at Duvernay. He's had a very solid season for the Ravens as he has sort of been thrust into wide receiver number 2 duties. Give it up the middle of Dobbins. Left side with a big hole to the 30, and he'll go down at the 30. Does J.K. Dobbins. He may sign with somebody late. He obviously has a lot of responsibilities as the NFLPA president. I've heard some people speculating that maybe he would go to San Francisco because Alex Mack just retired, and he plays that zone scheme that Kyle Shanahan plays, obviously. But he was also missed a lot of practice every week because he's just kind of perpetually hurt all the time. But he's, he guts it out every week kind of a thing. So, but yeah. So I wouldn't say I'm surprised I'll be surprised if he doesn't play all season, I guess is what I'll say. George, I've seen a couple of them. It does look like certainly there's going to be some improvements, but, we'll obviously have to wait and see if those improvements affect us here in the channel in the ways that we like to use Madden. But, hope springs eternal, and I'm always excited for the new game to come out. Because it's obviously just the sign of a new game coming out, but, the new year, and you get the real rookies, and, dudes looking like each other. And this year, though, there should be some sweet Buckeyes to ball out as well. So, but yes, I have seen a couple, like a guy went through like 6 new things about the gameplay that'll be different, and they like tried to make the free agency and the off-season stuff more realistic. So like, it's not just here's more money, and they'll be like, okay, we're coming there. Like, no, I don't want to come there because of this, this, and this. So it's gonna be a little bit more interactive and stuff like that in terms of the dynamic. Or the franchise modes. Firing into traffic, an incomplete, dangerous throw into traffic from Lamar. Back to pass. Firing right side, picked up again! It's Awuzie to the 42. And now Lamar has thrown interception number 2 and turnover number 3 here in the last 6 minutes of football. And the Bengals have a foot in the door. Just barely cracked open, but it's a foot in the door here now, just down 16 points here with a quarter and a half to play. Yeah, maybe. I won't say the word and jinx it. Burrow, heave it, deep left side. Single coverage, can't bring it in. Nick Westbrook was the one down there. Incomplete. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. Go Browns. And happy 4th of July weekend to you, Kevin. Burrow, right side, 3rd and 9. Got his man right at the sticks, but I think he's going to be a yard short is Hurst. Actually, they're going to say 2 yards short. Bengals should go for this, but they're not going to. They're going to opt to punt this one away. Here's Drew Crispin once again. So the interception becomes nothing, and the Ravens will get the football back with just a little less time on the clock.
Here we go.
So again, hope opportunity. Oh, I hope so, Wendell. It should be playoff or bust for sure for them next year. Hope everybody will have a chance. Kit and I have a pretty special surprise that we're going to be able to do tomorrow for our Browns Week 16 game against Washington, which will be kind of fun. Again, all of the tech things permitting should be pretty cool. We'll try to drop that sometime late afternoon, early evening for you. For those of you who are not, in the middle of your 4th of July celebrations. If not, you can obviously go back and watch it after the fact, but it should be pretty fun.
Let's go, baby.
I don't want to spoil the surprise, though. 1st and 10. We're under 5 to play as, again, the Ravens have started out strong and then have been able to get just enough when they've needed it. Again, now 21 carries for Dobbins, just 62 yards, but he has achieved a lot of first downs with those plays. Up the middle now. Breaking tackles. Dobbins for 7, give him 10, actually 11 on the run. J.K. Dobbins and a first down. Ravens now are ticking under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. If Cincinnati really does want to make a comeback out of this, they've got to score again, and they got to score again soon. Option keeper, and all the Bengals are there and ready for it. B.J. Hill, the defensive lineman, makes the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. To pass. Jackson right side, and it's almost picked again. That was Daxton Hill one more time, number 5. Hybrid safety corner player from Michigan, and he jumps the route and almost picks that one off now. 3rd and 10. 4-man rush. They're setting up screen right side. Dobbins has got it, but he'll be brought down, even though he sort of shoulder shoved Von Bell out of the way. Jermaine Pratt's able to bring him down, and the Ravens will punt the football here. This is their rookie kicker, Jordan Stout. This would be like a 64 or 5-yard field goal. I don't think they want to try that. 65 yards. They ain't messing around with that. Stout's punt goes out of bounds at the 10. Nice punt for the rookie out of Penn State. Jordan Stout. Nice. The Franimal need to get him going. Watch out, right side screen, and he had it, but he just incomplete pass as he threw it at the teeth. Here we go, we'll take it. Trips to the right side. Burrow back to pass with 2:31 in third quarter. He'll fire right side. Got a man wide open. T. Higgins. He had gotten past Marlon Humphrey, and he delivers a strike, and unfortunately he steps out of bounds. But a big throw and a big catch and a big first down for Joe Burrow. He's starting to hear those footsteps on his own goal line. Able to deliver a strike to the 45-yard line. Now Mixon up the middle, running over Michael Pierce, which would not be recommended. Michael Pierce is a large human being. 2nd and 8 now, 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Turn around, give it again to Mixon. He'll go right at Michael Pierce again, and Pierce wins a second time in a row, 3rd and 7. Back to pass. They're setting up screen left side. Burrow caught by Mixon. He's got some room. He's got some blockers. He gets the first down, and then he'll get pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Burrow got decked as he threw it, but able to complete the pass to Mixon, and they get the first down on that very scary-looking screen pass. In terms of it almost didn't work. That's why it was scary. Back to pass again. Now pressure. Firing. Kind of sidearm it. End zone. Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey there against Tyler Boyd in coverage. And that was a laser shot from Burrow, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. Motion coming now from Chase. They fake it to him, and then they'll turn around and give it to Mixon, and he'll get met in the hole by Patrick Queen very quickly. That's right, you did say that about the last game. 3rd and 11. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. I don't think we're going to get it off or not. End of the quarter. All right, we've played 3 quarters, 1 more to go. It's been almost all Baltimore. 1 defensive touchdown for the Bengals helped jumpstart them, and they do have a pulse, but they've got to score now, and they've got to score quickly. Big throw, left side. He's going to try to score now. Man in the end zone, Chase, but he's out of the back. Incomplete. Jamar Chase was open, but he overthrows him and goes out, and they're going to have to punt the football again. Well, I guess you're going to have to rely on a defensive touchdown. Look, they still have the momentum, too. To the Bengals, the momentum meter is up there to their side. 14-49, Lamar in a pistol in front of J.K. Dobbins. Lamar slant across the middle, got his man quickly. That's Devin Duvernay again. Duvernay's quietly had a solid performance here again today. Not in full chew clock mode just yet. Snapping the ball with about 12 seconds left. Give it up the middle, Dobbins. And he'll run right into Logan Wilson, the linebacker from Wyoming, and he blows it up quickly now. 3rd and 2. Up the middle, Dobbins. He's not going to get it. He's going to be real darn close, but I think he's going to be a yard short. He is. 4th and 1. And so they'll punt and give the ball back to the defense, or back to the Bengals. A 3 and out for the Ravens. That's a win for the Bengals. Can they put points on the board now? A 3-point conversion, huh?
That's it, baby. You don't work.
I think they just picked Canton because they're trying to make a big deal about it being the first quote-unquote professional football championship that's not the NFL in 55 years or something like that. So they're calling it, maybe they'll get a USFL wing, in the Hall of Fame or something. So I can understand sort of the reasonings behind it, but it's probably the only medium-sized stadium that they could get for cheap, but still had the infrastructure with parking and stuff like that because the Hall of Fame game. They have some of those things built in there, that stadium. Applied their punter is Jordan Stout. He's a rookie from Penn State, and they drafted him this year. Pressure right side, and he'll be thrown down. Chuck Clark blitzing as they blitzed 3 different guys on that 3rd down, and Burrow gets sacked once again, and the Bengals are going to have to punt. Well, it could be that too. Yeah, I'm sure it's not. I mean, it's not going to be super cool there. It's probably going to be high 80s and humid in Canton, but yes, it's not going to be 150. And it makes it special when you go somewhere different than where you played all the other games. I get that. Dobbins swallowed up after a yard by DJ Reader. High snap taken by Dobbins. He'll go outside left, and he'll be taken down right there by Mike Hilton. 3rd and 5 now. 10.5 to play in the game. Bengals are running out of chances. Got to get a stop. Back to pass. Lamar firing right side short to Dobbins, and how about Logan Wilson stepping to him? Great form tackle from the linebacker there. Logan Wilson brings him to the ground. 4th and 4 now. Under 10 to play. Bengals set to receive the football back, and they've got to go. Down 16 points. That's technically two scores, but that's 2 2-point conversions, of course, as well, which is never easy to just plan on getting. So they got to go. Yeah, that's no good, James. Hope your air conditioner's working. Pressure, and they'll sack him instead. Justin Matabuki's going to get back there. Matabuki sacks him to the 10. 5 sacks now for the Baltimore defense. Burrow back to pass, fires over the middle, short to Tyler Boyd. Is that Tyler Boyd's first catch today? I think he's had at least just a drop, maybe is his only credited stat. Yep, 1 catch for 6 yards for Tyler Boyd. Back to pass. Pressure. Left side. Caught somehow by T. Higgins coming back to the football. And that sets up 4th and 3, and they got to go for it. Yeah, Sandy Leone started the year for them. He's like an old veteran. But then they sent him down for Luke Maley pretty quick into the season. Yeah, Blythe gets continuing to see it on the bottom. That was such a wild game. 79-3. Oh, is he the one who Naylor headbutted? And he has a concussion? After his walk-off winners, we're going to get a holding to the right side. And that's going to back him up. I saw the highlight of his, after the walk-off, and then they said that he headbutted. But I didn't realize that was Hedges who he headbutted, and that he's at the concussion protocol now because of it. That is bonker. Oh, I see. Naylor headbutted Tito. I thought he did. Okay, that makes more sense. You're saying that if he headbutts...
Let's go. Let's do this.
Gotcha. I'm with you now. I thought you were saying that he headbutted Austin Hedges and actually gave him... Because he wasn't wearing a helmet, but the player that he headbutted was. And they were like, this guy's crazy. So I was like, how did the guy with a helmet on get a concussion? That's wild. Hedges got hurt in Los Angeles. Okay. Thank you. I can't say I've been following every game. I try to check the results in the morning, but that doesn't mean I know that Austin Hedges got hurt.
We play to win. Let's go.
Jackson and the Ravens continuing to chew the clock and move the chains. This one is going to be over. The Bengals are going to come up short, and they're going to drop to 6-8. For the Ravens, they will rise to 8-6, just 1 game behind the 9-5 Cleveland Browns in the AFC Central. Of course, at last look, all 3 of these teams were still making the playoffs. I doubt that will be the case here. We will forward the week to the beginning of Week 16 at the conclusion of this video so that I can show Kit the schedule for the Week 16 games, and he can make the poll because he can do that remotely. I follow every game. A glutton for punishment. Good for you. Up the middle, Dobbins. Big hole. First down run to the 20. J.K. Dobbins. Steady Eddie back there today as he's been very, very good. Keem Davis-Gaither on the tackle. It's got to be getting Dobbins close to 100 yards. He has been the workhorse today. Back to pass. Shuffling, left side. As you can see, Lamar is in the zone now. Nick Boyle with the catch and then kind of ridden out of bounds. Maybe should have been a penalty there. Jesse Bates, frustration tackle. Just kind of sits on him. Did I say AFC Central? The old AFC Central. AFC North. But yes, I am getting my Cleveland teams confused. Up the middle, and Dobbins ripped down. Taking his sweet time here. Pop pass to Bateman across the face and to the corner, and he'll get on at the 2-yard line. 309 yards passing now for Lamar Jackson. And we've reached the 2-minute warning there. Good look at the Ohio River in the background. I played a wedding at that big hotel right on the other side of the river. So you look from the north side of the stadium across the river there into Kentucky. Right up the middle, Dobbins. Breaking tackles, touchdown. And that is in the nail. That's in the cement on top of the dirt, on top of the nailed coffin, to officially put this one out of reach. 1:57 on the clock remaining. 38-15 is your score here, just like we all thought. 12 play. 63-yard drive, took over 6 minutes. That's how you shut a game down, and that's what the Ravens are so good at. 1:57 to go into the game. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports again. Kit is at a family reunion, not a Nagy family reunion, the other side of the family's family reunion. So he's not able to be on here today, but we really appreciate you being on. Thank you so much to our subscribers, both new and old. Thank you so much to Applied, 504, and George for helping to moderate the chat here today. For all of our regulars, hope you guys are doing well. Have a great rest of your Sunday here and your 4th of July weekend. Hopefully most of you are off tomorrow as well. Won't have to go to work. Slant to the right side to Tyler Boyd. But stay tuned for the Discord channel, and if you want to join the Discord channel, use the description and the link in said description to join. And Kit and I will be dropping instructions about tomorrow's Week 16 Browns and Washington commanding football team sim. Right side, nice catch by Jamar Chase with Tony Jefferson literally on top of him. And also some fun things that we potentially have planned for tomorrow to go along with that sim as well. Good tackle by Kyle Hamilton in space, and now we're down to 36 seconds. Oh, that's nice. Odafe sacks Burrow one more time just for fun. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, maybe the last play of the game. Burrow heaving it left side, end zone, picked off. Sure, why not? Pick it off. Marcus Peters going to try to run it back. The 20, at the 25, and he'll go down at the 33-yard line. And that is how this one will end. Oh, yeah, that one's so good, James. He's like, well, I think we've had enough of the Cleveland Guardians. I remember that was an awesome call when Jimenez hit that home run. All right, well, the Ravens are going to stay within a game of the Browns. They needed to do that to keep their playoff hopes firmly intact. Let's look at both team statistics. 20 of 33 for 205 and 2 interceptions. Better than 6 for Joe Burrow. 19 for 86 and a touchdown today for Mixon. He was solid. 5 for catches for him as well. 5 for Higgins, 5 for Chase, 3 for Hurst, just 2 for Boyd. 1, 2, and they're technically telling Daxton Hull that he has a drop, but that wasn't on offense, and I don't know why they do that. Just 5 tackles. Oh. Excuse me. 9 tackles, leading tackler for Hilton, for Bates, and for Awuzie today. 2 sacks, 1 for Reeder, 1 for Trey Hendrickson, and the interceptions for Vivon Bell and Chidobe Awuzie. For the Ravens, 25 of 33 for 309, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for Lamar today. 33 carries for a $114 and 2 touchdowns for J.K. Dobbins. How about 9 for 98 for Lamar? Bateman 8 for 91, Dobbins with 4, Duvernay with 4 and a touchdown, Tylan Wallace 3 and a touchdown, 2 for Boyle, just 2 for Mark Andrews. So not a big Mark Andrews day, which is what it is. 11 tackles for Michael Pierce in the middle. Your defensive tackle, your leading tackler. That's pretty awesome. 8 for Kyle Hamilton. 7 for Patrick Queen. 5 for Tyus Bowser. 1.5 sacks for Owe. 1.5 sacks for Pierce. 1 sack for Clark, Campbell, and Justin Matabuki. Their interceptions, both of them, were by Marcus Peters. So it makes it fun. Hey, there we go, the 1 pick. Scoop and score. All right, well, appreciate everybody being on. We will go ahead and fast forward this bad boy. If you haven't liked the video, I encourage you to do that, please. And if you haven't yet subbed the channel, we'd love to have your subscription as well. All right, let's go ahead and fast forward here. See what comes. It looks like the looks like the Bengals get the Jets next week as well. Maybe they'll drop 79 on them. Okay, so switch back here to the commissioner, Kevin Stefanski, who has the ability to do all of the things. All right, so there is a look at the Week 16 matchups. Again, 7-7 Washington, 9-5 Cleveland is the game that Kit and I will be bringing to you tomorrow. In addition, of course, there will be one more game that never makes that sheet for whatever reason, and that is the Bengals at the Jets. Rotvar. Looking at the playoff, I will do the playoff picture last. Looking at the standings here. AFC North, Browns up on 7-game winning streak. They're up a game on the Ravens. And both the Bengals and Steelers now 6-8 on the outside looking in. Colts have clinched the South. 7-7 Titans right behind them fighting for a spot as well. Bills have clinched as well. 4-10. They've clinched that division. The rest of the division is terrible. How about the Patriots at 4-10? Would not have thought that. They have clinched as well in Kansas City. 8-6 are the Chargers right there in the thick of the wild card race as well. Lions still leading at 9-5, 7-7 are the Vikes in second place. NFC South still very tight, 9-5 Tampa, 8-6 for Atlanta and Carolina, and then 7-7 New Orleans. So those teams continue to beat each other up. How about 10-4 are the Giants, 9-5 now, 10-4 the Cowboys, 9-5 are the Giants. Eagles in the cellar. And 49ers with Trey Lance have been balling now. 9 games in a row win as they are 13-1 and have clinched everything the year is to clinch here in the NFC. All right, so if the playoffs did start today, here's what they would look like. First seed Kansas City. Colts at number 2 hosting the Titans. There it is, Browns and Chargers. Always the Browns and the Chargers, and then Bills and Buffalo. San Francisco with the bye. Then you get Carolina squeaking in there as the last seed with the Cowboys. An NFC South matchup with Buccaneers and Falcons, and then the Lions and the New York Giants. So New York Giants, the Falcons, and the Panthers being your 3 wild card teams. All right, appreciate everybody being on, guys. Have a great super duper rest of your day. Really appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me here. Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports. Today we will say go Ravens, and as always, go Browns.